Ron Goodall from FightHype.com. I'm here with Joe Markowski. How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing
great.
See
you again.
So we're at the awesome Bellator 222 at the Madison Square Garden for the third week.
Third straight week. Yeah. Getting a bit tired of this place. We've been saying to the MSG guys, we had a bit of a residency here. It's great, obviously, to have a long-standing relationship with an iconic venue like MSG. So yeah, it's great to be back.
How did you guys pull off 3 weeks straight at MSG? Was it just one after another, different organizations?
Well, it's different promoters, right? So the first show of the 3 was the, blistering Ruiz AJ card, AJ Ruiz card. I forget who's the A side now in these fights, but that was obviously Matchroom guys and AJ himself, and then Triple G wanted to be back in New York. I think Triple G himself sort of sees it as a bit of a second home away from home, and then Bellator. Different organisations, so the venue stuff is dealt with by the promoters. We obviously like having fights and nights at big venues, and MSG being the biggest mecca of fight sports. So yeah, no concerns from our side.
So the other week, the Joshua Ruiz,
huge.
What was your overall mindset when you saw that fight take place?
Well, I think it took me 24 hours to get my head around it. Now, with the benefit of a sort of cool head after a couple of weeks, I think it's the best thing that's happened to DAZN USA since we launched. I mean, the interest in the brands, the hype already about the rematch is huge. Saturday night when it happened, I can't lie, I was sort of slightly shocked and concerned by it all. But look, a lot of people sort of looked past Andy Ruiz as a simple opponent that AJ would knock out and move on to bigger and better things. We definitely didn't think that. I think AJ is getting a lot of stick from people saying that he's underestimated the challenge, and only he and his training will know that to be true. I don't think that's the case. I just think he got beaten by the better man of the night, and I think he's got an opportunity with the rematch to put that wrong right from his perspective. Very happy that the rematch is going to be on DAZN in the United States. We're working with Eddie and AJ's team to lock down a date and a venue for that. There's various considerations about, does it happen in the UK, does it happen here? My preference is obviously that it happens here, and we'll see what happens.
MSG in particular, or just?
Well, I think MSG would be, if it was to be in the US, would be the obvious place to do it. I think Cardiff in the UK is the venue that's likely to host it if it is in the UK, given that it's got a roof and it's indoor, and it can still host 90-odd thousand people like Wembley can, but Wembley doesn't have a roof. So I think they're the two options. Our preference very clearly is for it to be in the United States. There are obviously AJ and his training camp are the primary decision makers of that, and there's ongoing conversations with us and Matchroom and AJ's team about that. We'll wait and see what happens.
And I can take a guess, but could you elaborate why we prefer to have it in the US opposed to?
Well, just fights generally are bigger if they're in the market. From a broadcast perspective, they're bigger if they're staged in the market where you're broadcasting. So prime time hours would do a bigger audience for us in a 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's just when people are conditioned to watch sports fight content. So there's a few. We've got options either way. I'm not overly concerned by it, but our preference is for it to be in the United States.
Now, when that fight got made, similar like how Canelo, Rocky Fielding, and Jacobs, was there like a huge increase of subscribers and interest that night? I know it was like number 3 amongst the.
It was the 3rd biggest broadcast we've had on DAZN USA yet, after the 2 Canelo fights we broadcast. So that's a serious number. We released the audience number around Canelo Jacobs, so that did a global audience on DAZN of north of 1 million, about 1.2 million audience. So AJ was 3rd. That being the biggest broadcast we've done on DAZN USA, AJ was in 3rd place, and I think the rematch will be bigger than all of those.
Would you ever release those numbers?
No, we're not going to at the moment. There's no need for us to do that. There's always strategic reasons why we'd release our numbers. There was, after the Canelo Jacobs fight, there was a need and a reason that we did that. Not right now. We will release numbers in the future. We've done it in other markets. It's just not the right time to do it at the moment.
Do you think the rematch is going to break all the DAZN records set so far with Canelo?
If it happened tomorrow morning, I think it would, yeah. Obviously, we've got more content to come before that, so we'll wait and see what those numbers are. But I think that ignoring specific numbers, the rematch is huge. I mean, our highlights on YouTube in the United States alone did 11 million views, and that's trended all week on YouTube. We were trending #1 on Twitter for most of Sunday in numerous search terms, and it was related to DAZN terms in the top 10. So that's a good indicator of the interest and the hype. I think Andy Ruiz has shocked a lot of people. I think the fact he looks the way he does and is obviously a likeable guy, I think has attracted the casual boxing fan. So that gives us a great opportunity and a great platform to build the rematch into something huge, and we're planning to do exactly that.
My last question, with like Maurice Hooker or Ramirez being made, congratulations getting out.
Thank you. Yeah.
What other announcements or when can we hear or expect other announcements of other fights and all this stuff going on?
Really soon. So we're putting the sort of final touches to our end of year scheduling right now, and I think we'll announce that or either quickly in succession or as one major announcement. So give us a couple of weeks and we should have the rest of the year communicated to you guys.
Awesome, appreciate it. Maybe I'll see you at Madison Square Garden again.
Yeah,
in the near future.
you probably will.
Awesome.
Thanks very much.
Appreciate it.
Good to see you. Thanks, guys.